I think if you've been an actor long enough, I think you feel a kind of, well, that was then and this is now. Your life as an actor is always in eras. That was then and this is now. I sit there with my grandsons and play video games, and I don't go, hey guys, did you see those Oscars up there? I don't, how about those over there? How about that? And those Emmys, and did you see that Kennedy? They just sort of fade into the woodwork. This is my little pandemic dog, Dashiell Hammett, but I call him Dash. And the reason he's here is because I was at work all day long and he needed to come and see me and I needed to see him. So he's here, and I know I turned into the person I never wanted to be, but oh well.
And the winner is Sally Field.
At that point in the Oscars, I had won virtually every acting award for the film. But the whole thing was such a surprise to me because it was actually the first film I'd starred in. I had no notion that this is what Norma Rae was going to be for me or for anything. But the first inkling of it was when we took it to Cannes. And I won the Palme d'Or, and it was like, how can this be happening? And I think from then on, it really was an out-of-body experience. When I won the award for Norma, I really wasn't there in my body. I didn't exist. It was so overwhelming that this had gone on for, months and months, that by the time we got to this big show, I don't know that I actually allowed any of it to sink in and feel it.
I'm gonna be the one to cry tonight, I'll tell you right now.
But I told myself that if this happens again to me, I must take the time to feel it because it's a hard industry. It had been a struggle after the Gidget Flying Nun world was over. They wouldn't let me in a door. It wasn't that I would fail an audition, I couldn't get on a list. If you start blaming other people, then you give away all your power. You have to always be the one that has the power. You always have to feel, I have to get better. It lies here with me. So I had to tell myself that I wasn't there because I wasn't good enough. And when I was good enough, it would change.
And the winner is Sally Field in Places in the Heart.
When I was there on stage for Places in the Heart, it is the speech that people talk about forever and ever. And sometimes I want to punch them in the nose, but mostly because they don't ever say the context of what I said before.
The first time I didn't feel it, but this time I feel it. And I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.
What mattered was, for that one moment in time, I did it. I landed it, and I thank them for feeling it. It will diminish you and your talent, if you have any, if you don't let yourself feel the good things. Because believe me, you really feel the bad things, and you take them to heart, and you own them, and they fester. So then I knew you have to also allow yourself to feel the glory of a good thing. And that's what I told myself I was going to do. I think the first movie I ever saw was the Disney cartoon of Cinderella, the original one, which is very, very disruptive to a little girl's psychology. Favorite screen kiss, James Garner. I can't answer favorite co-star because they've just been so many. I couldn't say Paul Newman and leave out Tom Hanks. People ask me, what are my favorite characters that I've played? And I look at all of my films as my children. They were really important to me. And if I say I like one over the other, they will rise up in the night, the other ones, and get me. So I just can't go there. Kabatch, kabatch, kabatch is my favorite line I ever delivered. The best audition was for Lincoln, and I actually made Stephen test me, and then he had to test me again because he didn't think it worked, and yet Daniel saw it and did. And Daniel flew in from Ireland and demanded that he'd be tested with me because Steve had needed to see us together, and that was the best one. I had a director that I worked with, Marty Ritt, was very, very important to me, really changed my life a lot. And I'm lucky enough right now, I'm actually working with one of my other mentors and friends, but certainly somebody I have looked to a lot to how you do things, and that's Jane Fonda. Currently, I'm watching The Dropout, which is my friend Michael Showalter's, and it's fascinating. I just finished Pam and Tommy, which was also fascinating, and some really spectacular performances. This season's of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which I have been a fan of from the beginning. And then there's the Laker show just started up, Winning Time, which I'm in, and I wouldn't be caught dead watching it because I don't want to see it. No, I will watch it. I want to see what the other actors did. I'll just hide my eyes when I come on.